live, we live, we live, we live.
Oh, we live, baby, we live.
Yep.
How is everybody doing? A little bit of a
boom.
rough start today. We had some technical issues.
Oh.
We may still be having if Johnny.
No, we're good.
No,
we're
we're
good.
good.
Yep, we're all set.
Okay. You know, it's just we tried to get StreamYards for the stream. It takes a while to confirm.
We're gonna figure it out.
We're gonna figure it out. We're trying. We're trying.
We're working at it. Working
Guys,
hard.
yeah, we got. It's just we're good. We're
We'll
here.
We'll
we're
wait
late,
a couple
we're
minutes
here.
because I think some people should be coming.
Let us
in.
know how me and Johnny's mic sounds.
I think we sound.
I just want to make sure it sounds
Do
good.
we
on
sound good?
stream.
Sponsored by R2D2 and Red Bull.
R2D2
Yes.
and Red Bull.
And
Red
And
Bull
Red Bull together.
and
Poland Spring.
not reusable
Poland
water
Springs.
bottles.
Yep.
Nalgene. Sponsored by Nalgene as well.
Yeah.
Both water. We're going both sides.
And-
We're cornering the
and-
market on water.
And
No,
Hasbro.
it's a-
Reusable and not reusable.
and
What's
breathing.
up, Heather? What's
Sponsored
up,
by
Brent?
breathing.
Thanks for coming.
Well, while it's the early
Also
grouping,
Mando?
before we jump into the deep stuff.
What the folks-
Yeah, I just gotta complain about Hasbro first.
Can I complain too with you?
I'll
like,
complain. I
It's
like complaining.
outrageous. I don't
It's
get it.
unfair.
We
came
were
out.
talking.
Okay, go ahead. I'll let you.
Well,
say
we were
that.
before the show too. We were talking about the
Infuriated.
Zalbar
All the
figure, which
nerds
makes
infuriated.
no sense. Well, I think it's funny because it's like, for all those who don't know, Hasbro is doing a gaming greats line. All of the figures are from Jedi Fallen Order, except for one,
Well, one isn't.
which is Zalbar.
No,
and
two.
it's like
Two aren't. Two aren't because the Jump Troopers from Battlefront. But yes,
that's in Fallen Order too, though. Like it's not.
no,
You know.
it's from Battlefront. But yes,
I know
you're
it's
right.
from Battlefront, but it's like it's still in the game. Like,
Are the
it's not
Jump
like-
Troopers in Fallen Order?
Is it not?
I don't know. I think it's just Battlefront 2. But anyways, keep going.
Doesn't matter. It all flows. It's all from the same era. It looks
Yeah.
good on their mural, and then all of a sudden it's just
Right.
Zalbar in the middle. It's like,
Yeah.
what the hell is? What is that?
I don't even know who Zalbar
Alright, his
is.
sword is dope though. We gotta.
Yeah.
Sword's dope, but it's like random Zalbar. It's like you could have
Yeah.
made any other character.
Who
from
is?
KOTOR.
I know he's from KOTOR, of course, but I don't know I know nothing about him at all.
There are a lot more characters on the totem pole above him.
Yeah, I would imagine. Knights of the Old
Anyway.
Republic designs are insane. So
What's really annoying is the drop of the Bad Batch, the Vintage Collection
Four-pack.
this week.
exclusive.
That was
Another
sick.
exclusive.
That was sick.
The
though. Wait,
Amazon.
Amazon exclusive.
Amazon exclusive.
Come on, Bezos.
Yeah, it is-
Bezos bought them all for himself.
It is sick, but I want to freaking buy it. I wanted to
Yeah.
know it was coming out.
So
Yeah, they didn't really give us any warning. It came out it dropped a couple hours later after like the fan channel announcement. Super disappointing. I wanted one too, and I'm not a TVC collector. I wanted that Rex because it was an entirely new Rex. And another rant. They re-releasing the old Rex on a new card. Why couldn't they just use the new mold? They had an entirely new mold for Rex. It looked really good.
wait, so
What's
they
the
had,
deal with Rex?
They had
What's
Cloak
the
Rex,
deal?
Commander Gray, one of the elite troopers.
Yeah,
Captain
Or what-
Gray, and then Commander
Commander.
Ballast.
Right.
Yep.
Bal-
And then they just had other Rex, right? Or was it who was the
It's
other
new
trooper?
Rex. It's new Rex.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's an
Got it.
entirely new Rex, and it comes with a poncho and everything. It's super cool looking. I
That's
really
sick.
wanted it, but now it's a womp womp.
Yeah.
Womp
Well,
womp.
you'll
The
maybe
TVC cards, though, the designs, I was talking about this earlier with Levi. The Ahsoka and Maul one came out, and oh my god, they're like those pictures just look so good.
Hey,
I
Cody.
love to see the live action kind of Maul and the Clone Wars kind of
Yes, please.
Yeah, at least I got
costume
those on
and
pre-order. I got
Ahsoka.
those on pre-order.
Yeah, I didn't. Again, I'm not a TVC collector, but I did get the Razor Crest.
I'm not a TVC collector either. I just buy the ones that I like, and like
Yeah.
Maul and
I'm not a
Ahsoka.
TVC
Hell yeah,
collector. I just got the most expensive one.
So, yeah.
that's not the most expensive one. What do you mean?
No, I'm joking.
Well,
no,
they're
I'm talking
sought
about the
after, I
Razor Crest,
guess.
but-
You know. So.
Are they? I don't know. I
Yeah,
bought them.
I mean,
I
they're
bought, they're like
everything Clone Wars everybody
Yeah,
wants.
true,
so
true.
I would say so. But yeah, no, I'm gonna try to hunt down the Ahsoka and Maul because I really like the card a
Clone
lot.
Wars just has the most marketable stuff.
That's true.
It's like just like
Out of Star Wars,
soldiers
it's definitely the Clone Wars for sure. But
Well, we already
anyways,
got
that's a little
people-
Hasbro rant.
Hasbro ran for the day. Yeah, we already got people talking about Loki. Cody
Yeah,
in
we
the
got.
chat,
I
so
know
let's-
Loki is the
Let's just jump
topic
in. What'd you guys think? What'd you guys think?
of today. Dylan.
Yeah, I'll start us off. I watched it around 1 p.m. today after work, and I am very excited for the next episode. I liked it a lot. Thought there was a lot of interesting stuff there. TVA, I'll admit, they're a bit sus.
Shiva
Lady
sus?
Loki, she was pretty good. A little drop at the end there.
You okay? You have a stroke?
Um,
Loki.
Loki, no, I went Canadian.
Loki.
So it's the same thing,
Little
basically.
Loki.
Stroke Canadian, same thing. But otherwise, I'm excited to see what's his name? Mobius. Like just where his character goes more. I'm excited for him.
Bad bit.
Yeah.
I'll say it.
Mobius and Mobius.
Bad bit.
Bad bit. I'll call it out.
We're
Bad batch, more like.
Mobius. Mobius is very close to Morbius, which Morbius. Can we talk about the Morbius news just for a second before we talk about Loki? Because it's just a quick thing.
Go.
It doesn't even make any sense though, because Sony says it's not in the MCU.
No, but the actor said it. He was
Tyrese Gibson doesn't know what the hell he's talking about, dude.
But I don't know.
Tyrese Gibson, dude. The guy's
Michael Keaton was in the trailer.
I know, but like I don't think it's him.
Michael Keaton was in the trailer. Who would he be?
I think it was just Michael Keaton in a different role.
No, there's no way. There's no way.
MCU with Loki is being like different timelines, multiverse is like going crazy.
Yeah.
It makes sense, dude. And also, well, if it is true, it does piss me off that like how they handled Venom because Venom's origin comes from Spider-Man. But anyways, that's another rant for another day. But anyways,
Did you like Loki
I just don't.
not?
I don't mess with Sony, man. Sony's very persnickety about what is in the MCU and what's not, and
true.
it's not like it's not like a normal. It's not like a normal creative choice where it's like when it comes to Sony and Marvel, Sony's like,
yeah,
like they hate everything fun. I don't.
Fun.
What's her name?
Like I don't think that like if Sony says it's not in the MCU, I'm inclined to trust Sony for once.
I forget what the what's the.
It's fucking It's Tyrese.
Whatever.
Like that guy is in like 80. He plays the same character.
I don't know.
In like 80
I mean,
different
like
franchises.
he seemed like confident in his answer to like I don't know. I mean, like it was convincing to me and convincing to
exactly
obviously a lot of others.
What did he
so
say?
he was asked point blank, "Is Morbius
Is it in the MCU?" And he was
in the
like,
MCU with the Avengers? And he said
and he
yes.
was like,
you think he
yes.
knows what that means? Even
And
you
he
think
said
he knows
yes.
what an
Yeah.
MCU is?
Yeah.
All
The
right.
You guys
MCU is
remember
huge.
Tyrese
Yeah, 100%.
in Transformers when he's like, "Bring the rain." I love that scene.
Yeah, but you
Shout
gotta
out to
think a lot,
Tyrese
like,
Gibson, Transformers 2007.
It's with Star Wars. It's with a lot of other things. A lot of times actors don't really know.
Dude, I don't know. I think
Actors know the
I
characters.
think he knew what he was
they know
talking
basic
about.
about the world, but maybe he doesn't know that there is a disconnection.
And he also said
I don't know, man.
He also said they moved the movie to October from January, and like Sony hasn't confirmed that yet either. That wouldn't make sense. I don't know.
Right.
Man.
He's
Well,
just trying to get
again,
the
we
internet
haven't gotten
talking.
a trailer since 2019, which is crazy. I think no, it was 2020. I don't remember. Anyways,
It's just weird. It's
yeah,
all weird.
I don't know. I mean, well, I forget when Venom 2 is coming out. I think that's around the same time as
Soon-ish.
well.
Venom.
Venom. Shout out to Eminem. Anyways, but yeah, no, I just thought that was interesting to talk about because.
No.
Okay.
What is that? Speed Racer?
I thought we were
just
doing
driving a
cars.
car.
I thought
He
we
was
were
driving
doing
a car.
cars.
No,
You know
we
that
were-
Venom song though? You don't. Yeah,
We were
obviously.
singing
you know.
Venom.
No, I thought you were doing car.
Oh, you don't know the Eminem song?
So you
Venom?
didn't question us just randomly go. "Vrrr," you just
Yeah, I
started-
thought it was like a car bit. You know, Cars, Owen Wilson, Mobius.
This guy doesn't
Wow.
know the Venom song? There's
Maybe-
literally a Venom song that came out with the movie
Sucks.
by
It's
Eminem.
awful.
Oh, is it? Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm talking
It's
about?
not. It's not good. It's
That
not.
was
Good.
part of the reason.
It's really
I didn't
good.
like
It's
the
my
movie.
favorite song.
It's like
ever.
remember when Eminem made a song for Call of Duty Ghosts? Yeah, it's not
Yes.
bad.
When was it?
Yes.
Oh,
This is survival of.
Yeah.
It's
All right,
this.
Johnny.
I
did
forgot
you
about
like
that.
Loki
That
or
unlocks
what?
memory.
Do
We're-
or die.
We're already in
Guys,
the
the fish, they
Eminem
swim.
rabbit hole.
No, we hit it
I'm kidding.
today. We got into it. But yeah, I don't know. Anyways, that was something I just want to talk about quickly because I'm like
Yeah, Brent, I lose all of my intelligence.
looking
Lose that.
forward to Morbius because I just like Spider-Man a lot, even though it's
Completely
not what
new.
I would want them to do in a movie. But anyways, okay, let's go back to Loki. So Levi, I'll throw it to you because I'll answer last. But what did you think of the episode?
I thought this episode was effing excellent. I was
Effing
like,
excellent.
Effing
this was amazing. This is like one of my favorite pieces of MCU content. That's
Wow.
this
Okay.
episode. I don't know, man. This is
Oh.
like after this, I was like, if the show keeps on this direction, this will easily surpass all of the MCU stuff as my favorite thing. For me,
Okay.
this was this was like a. It felt like if Ryan Johnson was making an MCU thing. It's just so artsy, and I love it, and the way the camera
It was
is
a little
used,
artsy fartsy.
I
Bit
loved it.
artsy.
I was like, this is Mamma
Artsy
Mia
fartsy.
Pizzeria. I
Hey,
enjoyed
we
it.
got Max in the chat. Slim Shady verse. Yeah.
Yo, B Max.
Yes.
Wow.
One day we gotta do a 2 a.m. political theory stream. but
Okay,
that's
we
for
don't need to
another
talk
time.
about it.
Top 3 things of the episode, Levi.
Yeah.
Top 3.
Wait, I haven't
intro,
gone. I want to
You'll
give
go,
my
you'll
thoughts.
go.
Okay.
intro sequence. The intro and the ending are spots 1 and 2. The ending is so good. The hard
That's
cut
awesome.
to the music, excellent.
Yeah.
The intro also, I Need a Hero, very fun.
Mhm.
I'll- And then just, I mean, the middle is all just really well written dialogue. So, I
So
don't know,
the
I'd
so
go-
the beginning, the middle, and the end.
Yeah.
Favorite
Yeah.
parts.
all of
Act
it. I
1,
haven't.
Act 2, and Act 3.
I'll say
Yeah.
specifically though, in the middle, the apocalypse revelation, like figuring out.
The Pompeii scene. That was
Yeah,
pretty
yeah.
cool. I like
Well,
that
no,
a
just
lot.
figuring out that the variant is
Yeah.
hiding in apocalypses. I think that's a really clever.
The
idea.
library
Yeah.
was kind. That kind of
Well-
a little bit reminded me of like on Coruscant. The
Johnny,
library, a little bit.
I'll let you speak,
Costume
but just
vibes,
like
costume
I feel like
Little
this
bit.
is the one MCU show out of the 3 we've gotten that really gets time to breathe. Like we get a lot of downtime, believe it or not, like with Loki. Like
But we
Yeah.
don't
like
at
a
the
lot of
same
just-
time. This
I
is
mean-
also
Yeah, no, no, no,
simultaneously,
it's
I think
always-
the fastest. This is the
it's always
fastest the
pushing
show is built.
forward.
I think it has
Right.
less to juggle though compared to something like Falcon and the Winter Soldier, which had so many
Exactly.
main plots and subplots that.
It's just the 50 minutes
had
gives it
to-
so much.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. The show is definitely a character
Sure.
study for Loki. But anyways, I'm gonna move on to my thoughts, and then we can continue.
It's all
on
about
with,
you.
know.
You.
How about you? Yeah, so selfish.
Okay, boys.
Okay.
Me? Okay.
All right, go for it, Johnny.
But yeah, okay. So last week, yeah. I mean, I don't know. It was good. It was good. I didn't like. It's not my favorite thing for sure. I never like gravitated towards
Outrageous.
Loki personally.
It's unfair.
But this episode,
Yeah.
was really really good. I really liked the dynamic between Loki and Mobius. I really like the idea of kind of Mobius. Like I don't know, like Mobius like wasn't backstab. I guess he was like kind of talking about Loki behind his back, which I found kind of interesting. And like, oh no, we'll just get rid of him. Like I can probably get rid of him myself. Like I don't know, they're just like they're setting up something with him. I don't know. It's like that was something I caught, but we can go into more depth in that in a
Well,
little bit.
Brent
But
in the chat brings up.
oh,
Do you think
somebody
we'll?
shout
So you think
out.
we'll see Owen Wilson in the '80s montage?
I
would love that, but
freaking hope so.
that plays into one of my theories about the show,
Okay.
which is the whole variant. Like everyone in the TVA is a variant, And,
Yes,
like,
I-
because
I was
Owen
getting that
Wilson
too.
has his whole connection to the '90s. Like, what if he's like a man just from the '90s, and that's why
Yeah.
he's
Right.
he's got the magazine, he's got the
It
soda,
wouldn't
he's always
surprise
like
me. I don't know.
and he has like those memories because the C-20 at the end, the
What?
the Minuteman that Loki kidnapped, the variant.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
C-20, and she's like it's real, it's not a dream or something to that effect. And like I think she's like they have memories of what they had, like where they were, like what their worlds
Yeah,
were.
there's definitely some brainwashing involved or something like
And
that.
she's like snapping out of it. And she's
Yeah.
like, I see the reality. It's
a
like
little bit like WandaVision. What?
What?
Did Johnny just expose the MCU? I'm kidding.
Yeah, no, this episode especially, and I mean, I'm sure I haven't really read any people's theories or anything, but I'm sure people have talked about what you said, like Mobius
Yeah.
being a variant and everyone else. And I mean, they never, like, it was all very subtle, but I always started to think, like, yeah, I'm thinking Mobius might be a, what's it called, a variant. And then
The whole
now
thing
you're
where he's
saying
like, I don't-
everyone might be.
I think everyone, because the whole thing where he's like, I don't need to know. I just like trust or like I just believe in it.
Yes, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm like, dude. He's like, I don't know. I just do. I'm like, you're this variant.
Right. Well,
Yeah.
yeah, I take it he was probably like Loki on the path that he was until he just like, just jumped in with the Lady Loki. Like he was probably getting set up to be a TVA too, like that's probably how they just like bring them in. Just people that mess with the timeline, then like, nope, you're one of us now.
Yeah.
I think it's all very sus. It's like a cult, dude. They're all being lied to. Renslayer is like, yeah, I don't. You know how the timekeepers are, and he's like, no, I've never met them once.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
It's
exactly.
like, yeah, that's right. She's like, oh, you know, no,
Yeah,
no one
and I
knows
lo-
because
I
only
love-
you talk to them.
I love how he promised Loki like at first he was like, "Oh, you'll get to speak with the timekeepers if you help me." And then Loki asks again. He's like, "Hey, no promises, man." And it's like, "Oh, well, okay."
Right. Yeah.
Wouldn't you
But-
got any theories?
I thought it was good. That's all I'll say. I don't know. It didn't blow me away. So
Blew me away.
It blew
that
me away.
was
I
good.
thought it was awesome.
I'm glad. It was good. It was good.
The most
I'm glad.
deadpan.
I'm glad for
Yeah.
It was good. I don't know. I mean, like, again, yeah, I don't know. Just Loki is not a character I just gravitate to. I never have.
It's interesting. You, out of the three of us, you definitely look the most like Tom Hiddleston. I feel like you'd be the best.
Me?
you. Ooh, that's
Thank
so
you.
true.
Thank
Yo-
you.
Oh,
Thank you. He's a good-looking
Loki
dude.
Fan film.
Fan
Yeah.
film?
You just
Fan
gotta get
film
jacked.
maybe in the works? What?
2/3. John Levi, do you go to the gym?
Sometimes I ride.
All new nerds are going to the gym these days.
Yeah. Yeah.
Me and Johnny.
Okay. We're them swole boys.
Me and Johnny have gone twice.
Sorry, I hit the mic.
Wow,
Anyways,
look at these guys. Everyone, get a
yeah.
clap in the chat. Swole nerds. Swole new nerds.
All
Yeah,
swole nerds.
we should change
All
that.
swole
That should
nerds.
be our fitness channel.
Oh, let's do a fitness channel. Yeah.
Yes.
People will definitely watch that.
Yeah, we'll do a live stream of us doing weights. Anyways,
Let's get some chat going, huh?
yeah.
Brent says it's strange that out of the entire
Ravel agrees
universe,
with me,
that
see?
Earth is the main focus on the world around them in the TVA. That is true.
I agree.
That's a good point. Yeah.
However, it's not entirely. I will, because what we've seen so far is, and I pointed this out last time, but when the variant sends like the time bombs to all the different
Aiden.
Universes, and you see a list of them, like you see Ego and Titan and Xandar and like different alien locations from the MCU.
Yeah.
So
That
there,
was
it's
pretty
still,
cool.
it's like they're still there. But yes, all that we've really seen is Earth.
And I guess it's just because they're after Lady Loki, who seems to be messing around on the Earth's time, or on Earth.
I saw
There you
something
have
today
timelines.
that she. Never mind. She is Lady Loki, but like, there's this other character named Enchantress that I think she might end up actually
Now,
being.
Enchantress was in Suicide Squad.
No, there's a Marvel version too. I don't know which one came first, but I'm pretty sure the Marvel one came first. But,
Who cares? It's bad.
Um,
Suicide Squad.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Well, there's a new one coming out, James Gunn. So
So-
excited.
I don't.
It's Enchantress is not in that.
She's not in that, no.
I don't specifically remember the explanation, but why couldn't? So Loki does bring it up. He's like, "Hey, why can't we just go to before she starts messing around with things on the timeline and grab her there?" Why
Yeah.
did they explain? What was the explanation for them not being able to do that?
I don't really recall, but I mean, like a good reason I can think of is that they don't even know, like, who it is.
Yeah.
I mean, they know it's Loki, but like you know what I mean? Like, I
Right,
don't know. They
yeah.
never. I don't know. Anyways.
I don't think
yeah,
that's how
actually, you know
time
what?
travel
You know
works.
what? I was just thinking, how did they know it was Loki, or how did they assume it was Loki? Because I don't think any of them.
They said they've dealt with a bajillion Loki variants before. They got
How do they
the calling cards.
know that was a Loki variant? I don't know. Anyways,
The calling cards. I feel like if you're dealing with the same killer a million times,
Right.
and
Well,
Right.
don't they also have the aura or
kablooey
whatever?
gun?
they're
and,
like,
and
we
the
tried to-
aura and
yeah,
and the aura,
they're
like
like, we
they're
traced
like
her aura
they're
and
they're
here's the aura.
time traveling investigators. They got the info. They got
Yeah.
the files.
yeah.
They know
Right.
what's going on.
Oh, I wanted to say I just remembered. So, I think the MCU predicted some catastrophe or like some not catastrophes.
So we'll see in 30 years.
Yeah, so in 30 years, which like, what if?
It's
What if that was
Simpsons
real?
moment.
Because what was it? So what was the one that when they went to the
Hurricane,
the-
right?
it was it was a
Alabama.
hurricane in Alabama,
Yeah.
right? Yeah. There was a couple other ones I can't remember off the top of my head, but
We'll see.
I thought that was kind of funny that it was like I was like, uh-oh.
Yeah. Well, I'm trying to.
Anyways.
So what Lady Loki and her crew or whatever, or no, it was just her, I think, did. So they took those.
yeah.
What were they called? Like the little time reset
Time, yeah.
bombs or
Reset
whatever.
device.
And she took those and I'm assuming she just dropped them on to just a bunch of different timelines and just
Yeah.
is
Yeah,
messing with
and
the
just-
entire thing.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
I wonder
she-
what her.
Well, because you could
angle
see the
is.
map and how the all the
Yeah,
timelines
exactly.
are splitting off.
But so
so-
doing that, it just reset time wherever they landed, which.
Well, she specifically, it's not a bunch of different timelines. She bombed the sacred timeline. She
Right.
put all
Oh,
these
right,
bombs
okay.
in different points along the same
Sa-
timeline,
right.
which created a bunch of branches.
which is
Right.
creating a bunch of
Yep.
branches.
Yep.
Right. Got it.
So
Mobius
that'll be
better
quite
lose his job.
interesting.
Maybe. I mean, I don't know. I think the TVA is on like full high alert. I don't know if
Yeah,
anyone's
I
getting
don't.
fired.
Yeah, the
They're
TVA
doing-
is gonna be. I think they're gonna crack down. I don't know what that means, but I think some stuff.
Johnny,
is about to
speaking
go
of the
down.
speaking of the fan films, we're interviewing the people from Spider-Man Lotus or what-
Not okay. I don't want to announce anything right now. I'm not ready.
everyone in the
Ready.
chat forget you heard it.
Yeah, not ready.
Don't
Please-
look up Spider-Man
don't-
Lotus
don't
on
ask,
Google or
don't
anything.
ask any questions. Yeah, I'm not ready. I gotta figure it out. But yeah, there's
Never
a lot of,
mind.
there's a lot of exciting stuff for the channel in the works. I'm very excited. So we'll leave
For-
it at that.
Forget everything you've ever get it, yeah.
We got to get
Mission-
the TVA and
TVA,
this
going
thing.
back to
Yeah,
Loki.
yeah. Yeah, we're getting
what do we think of
time
Lady
research
Loki
starts.
in general? That was pretty
Oh
cool.
yeah, I wanted to say that I think it is Lady Loki because not only does she have the same power set as Loki, but she's like,
Yeah.
if anything, you're a copy of me. Like she says explicitly, if anything, I'm a like there. It's I
Yeah.
think it's a Loki thing.
Yeah.
Right.
But I liked how she had the kind of crown that we'll eventually see Loki wear, or what Loki is wearing in the modern comics, the kind of like tiara, not tiara, yeah, like the tiara type, with the horns instead of the full helmet, which I thought was kind of interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was pretty cool.
Wait, I like the scene when Loki saw the file of Asgard being destroyed by Ragnarok, and a little bit emotional there. It's fun to see Loki have emotional moments like that, especially for like just seeing him vulnerable. I don't know what it is. It's like God of Mischief. We always just see him killing death. I mean, I know that's what the whole show is about, but still.
Yeah.
Good stuff.
Yeah.
I really liked we haven't seen Loki. I don't know what the exact like magic power move is called or whatever, but like it's he
It's
did
conjuring.
Yeah, he did it in the first Avengers movie where he had the scepter and he tapped it on the person's heart and they kind of mind controlled. So I liked how they kind of changed it up in this show with Lady Loki, just kind of like it bounces from the essence, like bounces from person to person. I thought that was really interesting, kind of like some Ghostbusters type stuff, which was really cool.
It was very cool. I super enjoyed it. The aesthetics of the show, excellent. I thought that was so clever going through like the different vessels.
Yeah,
of people.
yeah, exactly.
That whole reveal sequence, that whole Rox cart sequence, which is like the last 15 minutes of the episode.
Yeah,
I thought
Rox cart.
just-
Yeah, so Roxxon is a big
amazing.
company in the MCU. They're like, I think they're an
They first
oil
appeared in
company
Iron
originally.
Man.
Yeah, so they're super cool. So that's funny that they kind of like expanded. So
Something
Yeah,
that was
we'll
kind
see that
of
one day.
brought up in this episode that like the TVA's probably if they I don't know. There's something the TVA has to like face all whenever they do this is the people in the shelter like, oh, can you save us? Like, can you bring in helicopters? Can you get us out of here? And they know everyone in there is gonna die from the hurricane, and they're just like, nope, we can't do anything about it. Like,
Yeah, it was pretty brutal. That one guy was
Yeah.
kind of a dick, and Mobius was like, "What the hell are you doing?"
Yeah.
Yeah.
TVA sus, man. It's
They
sus.
are.
So we're definitely gonna see the timekeepers.
I think
If
they're
they're
dead. I don't think they're
around,
real.
yeah.
No, we're definitely seeing them. I don't think they're gonna be what we think though. They're not gonna be what they were depicted in the cartoon. That's for sure. But I don't think they're dead either.
Well,
Maybe the little Meaver men, little tiny Meavers.
Yeah, dude.
Oh, they're just really
I think
tiny. That'd be
I think it's
hilarious.
gonna be like a Wizard of Oz type situation. I don't know, like exactly what that entails, but you know what I'm saying. Like it's just kind of you see like the big statues of what they look like, but then in like reality they're not actually looking like that. I think it's gonna be something.
And
like
she's
that.
got statues. Renslayer has statues of them in her office,
I
like
know.
in her
Yeah.
wall. I'm like, there's no
I know.
way they're like
yeah,
that.
and they're like the ominous music played as it like kind of pulled back. into
Yeah,
her
yeah,
office.
exactly. Yeah,
They're not.
no.
I don't even think. I think it's Kang. I think it's Kang.
That's movie magic.
I don't know.
Elvis.
I don't. Well, actually, Jonathan Majors came out and said, "I have no idea what you're talking about." But again, Marvel actors have to learn all the time. So
But counter to that, we know that Ant-Man 3 is filming right now.
In
maybe
London.
Maybe they filmed a scene.
I guess. I mean, the casting did happen a while ago. I'm trying to think. I don't know. I mean, I'm trying to think when did he get casted?
Oh, in
When was
December.
Loki
It was
filming?
December.
So yeah, I guess they could have probably done a scene with him. I don't know. I mean,
Little
I
insert
don't
at the end. Yeah,
there's a chance. I'm not denying it. I mean, it would make sense because Kang is like literally just like when I think of Kang, I think like of time. So, I think it could work, but again, I don't like
gotta be gone. Yeah,
seeing him have a role. At least not yet. I mean, we're 2 episodes in. I mean, you only have 4 episodes
Right.
left, which is kind of interesting too. But I don't know.
Yeah,
It
the
would
show
be
is
cool,
just
though.
such a good pace. Not once have I been like, ah, man. Like with WandaVision, there were episodes where
Whole episodes.
Well,
yeah.
Whole
the first,
episodes
the
where I was
first
just like,
episode
damn.
was obviously.
Or, like,
I mean, like
one
I
big
liked it
thing.
because it was charming, but like
Yeah,
it wore off a little bit at the end.
I was
Should we
thinking of
go-
specifically like the second episode of WandaVision, where it's like 28
yeah.
minutes, and it's like
Yeah.
I was just like, give me more. I want next week. Whereas this,
Yeah.
I feel satisfied each week.
Yeah.
Where I'm like, I can chew into this.
Yeah, I
like
get
this is
that.
just this is
Well,
excellent.
I mean, again, you got to think like the WandaVision was 8 episodes too.
This is
So
9,
this
but
is
yeah.
or 9. You're
Right.
right, 9, and this is 6 hour.
Yeah, I like this
episodes.
more.
Right.
Yeah, no,
I
I
do
mean
too,
that Falcon and the Winter Soldier did the same thing.
Well,
but yeah, I get what you're saying though.
So, do we think that what just happened here, Lady Loki, like dropping all the time bombs into the timeline. Do you think this is where we start setting up the multiverse stuff, like the Tobey Maguire?
Do you think the
like,
implications
Multiverse
are
of
gonna?
Madness stuff?
I think by the end of the show, I think
I mean,
they'll fix it.
personally,
I think they'll fix
I
it.
already,
but-
I think the multiverse is already in existence, and I think
Yeah,
it's
no, for 100%.
BS.
Yeah.
But in the context of this show, no, I don't think they fix anything
Mm.
because the next thing we get
You don't
after this is
think
after
so?
Black Widow is Spider-Man, which is a multiverse movie.
Right,
If it's
right.
not like it makes sense for it.
Right,
just
but
to
there's
be
a difference
broken.
between the multiverse and like, not whatever you call it, variant timeline or something like that.
Well, yeah,
There's a
but
difference.
what exactly happens when they emerge past the red line? Because they
It goes
could
too far.
That's Secret Wars.
They can't.
basically.
Right, exactly, and they could be BSing with saying like they merged all the timelines a long time ago.
Yeah, I think
like,
it is nonsense.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
I imagine these are definitely gonna merge past the red line, like all these different timelines. So maybe
You
emerging
think,
past the red line is like into
You,
different.
you really
like-
think it's gonna get fixed in the show?
No, I don't think it's. I'm saying it's.
No,
not.
I mean
no,
Johnny. I'm
said
talking
it,
about
I said
Johnny.
that. I said that.
No, this is.
I,
setting up
I-
the
I
big
think,
stuff.
yeah, I think there's no way this gets fixed.
I wouldn't see why they would like leave it
But
open.
because all of the next movies are dealing with multiverse stuff.
Yeah. Like
all right, I think there's gonna be like they're gonna fix
Having time
most of
in a
them, and they're
messed
gonna
up
have like
state.
one left, and that's gonna be like the end credit scene. Like there is a branch one, and then that could be like a reason for Spider-Man. But yeah, I think they're gonna fix the majority of it.
I don't know.
I
Considering
don't think
that'd
it's
be
just
weird.
I don't think
That'd
it's
be weird
gonna be
if it get-
downfall after downfall. I think there's gonna be some kind of resolution.
Well,
with-
no,
with
I think it
whatever
gets
that is.
broken. I think it's broken, but I think the reveal is that it's not actually bad. I think it's bullshit.
Yeah.
I don't think it like actually ends
That's
the
not.
universe or whatever.
right. Yeah, like because remember in episode 1 they're like, but the great timekeepers made one sacred
Yeah,
timeline.
I think it's all
like,
nonsense. I
What
think it's all
Levi's
just
saying
propaganda.
is like they never did that, and that for some reason they're
Hey,
just so
nerd
set on
basis.
this one timeline.
We got a fan from Germany, or not a fan from Germany, but we got a viewer from Germany.
Nerd basis.
You're
how
not
you
a
doing,
fan, nerd bases.
No, I know. I meant viewer. I'm
You
sorry.
hear that? You hear that?
I didn't.
man?
Yeah.
You can become a fan.
Get
if
out
you'd
of here.
like.
Get out of here now.
No,
We're all
stay
fans.
nerd
I'm sorry.
basis.
I didn't mean to say that.
I love Germany. I think
You think? Yes, we love Germany.
questionable stuff at one point.
Anyway,
Okay.
yeah,
all
I
right.
think
All right.
I think they're gone. I think that's all nonsense. I don't think the multiverse.
So wait,
is
you just think like so what else do you think?
I think we're gonna focus
yeah,
on Loki
How else
next.
is the show gonna?
It's
Where's
just
the
gonna,
show gonna go from here?
It's gonna be all about Loki, his
About
character
Loki.
development, what Lady
But
Loki wants.
but he's gonna be assigned to fix that.
well,
to
clearly
fix the
Lady
mess.
Loki wants.
Dude,
this, and
he's not
if
working
it's-
for the TVA. What are you
Yeah,
talking
no,
about,
he's
man?
awful.
He doesn't
I mean,
give
like-
a shit.
Yeah. Well, here's my thought: is there's a reason Lady Loki's doing this? Maybe
Yeah.
just to cause mischief. Maybe she has a bigger goal, but she's definitely gonna get this Loki on board, and they're gonna be like, okay, this like she has an end goal for making all these different timelines.
I mean, clearly,
so-
clearly.
What
look,
the
listen,
villain's
listen,
gonna
listen,
win?
listen.
Like,
Well, she's
like
She's
what?
not the
We don't
villain.
know if
She's
she's
not a
a villain.
villain.
I
Yeah,
know,
she's
but
not
like
the-
right now she's painted as I don't know.
I think you're not looking hard enough at this because think about it. In
I
the context
am.
of the dialogue we've gotten, she says, "I'm not interested in ruling." Loki goes, "I want to rule the TVA."
I know. I remember
He
the
says,
scene.
"I'm not interested." She wants
Yes.
to. I think she wants it gone, man. Like she
Right.
is pro free will. She wants everyone to just live their lives.
So
which I
what
think
is the
already
show?
existing.
Loki realizing that she's right?
Maybe, yeah. Well, because
Yeah, I don't-
Loki.
I
I
think
don't
Loki's
know.
gonna be fixing the timeline. That's what I think is gonna happen.
Well,
Man,
see, hear this.
Johnny
hear this.
Johnny is hard on TVA.
Hear this.
Yeah,
hear
you're-
this. Johnny's a nerd. Hear this. Not Levi. Loki throughout the show is like, so what is this? Just like they predetermine everything that happens. Like, what is freedom then? Like that's been
Yeah,
a
I think it's
question
all-
he keeps bringing up. And like, if Lady Loki's like, no, this is like not. It doesn't need to be like this. Like, we can different multiverses, crazy stuff. Maybe it's like we don't actually know her intentions yet.
Well,
Like, they're
we know with the
probably not
show at
all good.
least that Loki's gonna be hopping from place to place. It's gonna be just be a bunch of that. So I mean, like maybe
I don't
I
think
guess
he's-
maybe he's
but,
not
like,
fixing it.
I don't
but, like,
see his
there is gonna
motive
be-
for wanting to fix it.
Yeah, it's not there yet. I mean,
Like, he doesn't
I don't
care.
Well, I
at
mean,
all.
again, it is interesting that we end on him jumping in
If anything, I can
the
almost
portal
see-
with Lady Loki.
If
so,
anything, I
don't
can
know.
see him convincing Mobius at some point to be like, "Yo, like, this ain't how it's supposed to
This
be."
ain't it. Yeah, this ain't
Yeah.
it, man.
Yeah, I mean, we could be totally wrong.
I don't
but
know.
After this episode, I am
Jonathan,
on
Johnny's
board.
like Johnny's like Renslayer over here.
No, I'm just thinking.
Are you working?
It
Are you
through.
working for the? Are you working for the timekeepers?
I'm just thinking it through, man. I don't know.
I think he's working for the timekeepers.
I just like. I feel like they just set up in this episode that's the main problem that Loki's gonna have to tackle, or that's the main this opening of all these timelines is the problem, and there needs to be a resolution. So I don't think it's just not gonna be touched
If he had
for the
stayed
entirety
at
of the show.
if he had stayed, I would agree with you.
So-
But just him jumping through and like them not able to
Yeah,
get
I
to
don't.
him.
I don't
And
think
obviously
so. And the
there's gonna be conflictions, and there's gonna be which side am I gonna lean towards? But like I don't know.
I mean, we have 4 hours.
I think there's gonna be a resolution, man. I don't know. I mean, I just
it's
feel like,
interesting because from the way it's framed, or from the way I'm viewing it,
but I'm
the
thinking
framing
as a
that
view
I
of a
have on the
story,
show,
it's like
I don't view
I
the
don't know.
timeline being bombed as a negative, as like the inciting incident of a problem. I don't think that is a negative thing.
right.
I see that as a positive.
Well, I
I-
don't know.
I
I guess I'm
don't-
kind of in the middle because
I
I
don't
don't know
really
what
see-
the
I don't really
implications
see it
are
as a
yet. But
Positive. Why is it a positive?
well, because Levi thinks
Because the
TVA is
central
bad.
timeline's BS, man. I think that's
Right.
nonsense. I think not letting anyone decide anything for them, like literally pruning all decisions that they don't deem are okay. I think that's messed up. I think that's like really effed up. So I think,
Well,
yeah, I'm
yeah.
pro destroying the sacred timeline. I think that's nonsense.
Right. Well, yeah, we'll have to
Okay.
see what exactly is true.
I guess I don't agree, but
Yes.
I just think like they set
just
out the
immediately-
problem. They set out the problem, and now there needs to be a resolution. I don't know. I just like just from a basis of just storytelling. I wouldn't see why. Excuse me. They would have Loki just be like, okay, yeah, no, I'm totally fine with this. Let's just make shit worse.
Well,
like,
because it's
I
not
don't
going to
know.
be a bad thing.
Because I don't think it's gonna actually make stuff worse.
Right. I mean, again, we could be
But
completely
right now,
wrong.
I mean, I think that's the view. Is that it
it
is
is.
a
Yeah,
bad
that's the
thing.
view from the TVA.
Of the TVA, but I
Yeah,
think
yeah.
that's
Which
all
is,
just
which
lies.
is really all we've seen. I mean, Lady Loki for a little
And-
bit, but again,
and we
that's
got
all
4
we've
more
seen.
episodes.
Yeah, hence why I think it's just lies.
And so that
We've only
Uh,
only received one propaganda perspective. It's repeatedly referred to as propaganda by Loki.
I'm not
and-
saying the TVA is like perfect, but I don't see like I think
Yeah,
that's
exactly.
the problem,
Alice,
and
good
they need
point.
to fix it.
Loki
What's
and
that?
Loki says no one's ever the good guys aren't ever really good and the bad guys aren't really ever bad.
Right.
It's the full reveal thing. I think
No, I agree with
yeah,
that.
they're getting rid of the
I mean that could
Right.
work with both of our arguments.
Yeah, for sure. I mean,
So-
it's pretty much speculation at this point.
I
I'm
just
surprised how defensive of the TVA you are.
I'm not defensive of the TVA. I'm just like trying to understand the story because like they wouldn't set up this big of a problem and obviously there's implications for it and not resolve it. It's just like doesn't make sense to me. Like they wouldn't leave it open and then just be like, okay, this is setting up Far From Home. This is setting up Doctor Strange. Like that wouldn't make sense. I don't know.
But then it gets rebroken in Far From Home and Multiverse of Madness.
But multiverse and timelines are a different thing.
no, it's
think
it's
it's,
gonna be a-
it's explicitly referred to as the multiverse in the TVA intro video.
Right.
I-
And especially if they exceed that red line. Like
Yeah, they call it the multiverse.
Let me let me think about this. Hold on.
They say a great multiversal war with a Secret Wars. Like, there's no way.
No,
there's
I
no
know,
way it gets
I know.
rebroken.
Secret Wars. Yeah, I just.
Like that's silly to me. If all right,
I'm
we
just
fixed
trying to
it.
think
Oh,
from
it's
like
broken.
so. I'm trying to think because the No Way Home stuff. It's like
the chat. Lavell's Team Johnny, but Alyssa says TVA spy.
TVA spy. You're
Johnny's a
TVA
TVA
spy,
spy.
Johnny.
But at least you got Lavelle on your side.
Thank you, Lavelle. But okay, hold on. Let me think. Okay, so yeah, I just for No Way Home, like it would have made sense to me. Again, my main argument is just from a story standpoint. I don't see why they would set up this.
Why
big
does from
implication of a
I'm curious,
problem
why does
and not
from
have
No Way Home
resolution
doesn't make sense to you?
What?
Why does it not work for No Way Home? Because isn't No Way Home the multiverse of Raimi Spider-Man, Andrew Garfield Spider-Man? Like, how does that not work for you? How does it get rebroken in Far From Home?
Right. Let me think.
Yeah.
No,
All right.
I'm thinking it through. I'm not.
Well,
I don't know. It's just like
So like I think the way it's gonna be set up is that obviously like the resolution I guess that you're looking for is because Lady Loki obviously hasn't. This is like step 1 of her task basically. So whatever her end goal, like it'll probably be more just than the TVA. If me and Levi's theory is correct, that will be the resolution, whatever it is. And what makes the show I guess so great right now is that we really don't know what that is.
And
All
people
right.
talking about like the clone uprising and Bad Batch. I think there's going to be a variant uprising in the TVA. I think he's gonna, because it seems like when Lady Loki does her mind meld thing, she's unlocking in the variants or in these people who work for the TVA something that's deep inside them. They go, it's real, and they're like freaking out.
All right,
She's
so
losing
yeah,
it.
I guess this would set up No Way Home pretty good, but it's just I don't know, man. Like it's just again going back to that story argument. It just like wouldn't make sense.
I see what you're saying. I just don't like. I don't get it. I don't see it that way. I feel like the story is more centered around Loki
Of course, yeah.
and like the Lokis, and the TVA is just like it's a plot device, but it's
But I
not
feel
like
like
the
even
main
though
point
Loki
of the
is like
story.
not a reliable person, I feel like for some reason his. Oh wait, no man, he did kind of contradict that in the episode.
Well, yeah, no,
Hold on.
I see
Yeah,
what
he
you're-
said he said I don't care.
Yeah.
You know,
Right.
He was just
but
manipulating.
but I think he's gonna start to care because it seems like
Yeah.
if we're correct about Lady Loki, then his goodness, I guess, is gonna align with her what she
Yeah,
wants.
I think he's gonna team up with her.
Because you can see that
No,
he's
I don't
anti
agree with that. I don't think
he's
Lady
anti-
Loki is all right. So no, I don't agree.
I think Renslayer's
We'll
gonna
see.
be the villain for the back half of the show. That's what I see.
Renslayer.
I think it's a clear flip. Like he, Mobius, and Lady Loki by episode 3 or 4 are on one side, and Renslayer
Whoa, I don't
they
think
are on
that.
the other.
No.
I think Mobius is gonna kind of be in between at one point or at the end.
Renslayer
like,
seems like a
yeah.
clear villain to me. She seems like a villain.
Yeah,
Renslayer's
she
definitely
sucks.
full TVA.
She sucks. I will admit that.
She seems like a main villain to me. Now, the only person who communicates with the timekeepers, like she seems like the logical. Like Loki's only thing is he wants to get to the timekeepers, or like that's that he wanted to anyway. That he sets cards on the table. I want to take over the TVA. Lady Loki wants to just mess up the TVA. She's gonna reveal that motive next episode. Loki's probably gonna agree with that. He's gonna try and convince Mobius, I think, because he likes Mobius, to come with him, because we've seen that in set photos and whatnot, that he and Mobius are talking again.
Lady Loki and Loki are not going to team up. I mean, they already kind of just proved that. Loki
Well,
tried to
but
make a Loki
He
tried
went through
to,
the
Loki,
portal though.
I know, but Loki tried to make a deal with Lady Loki, and then she basically just said,
I think this could be more conversation.
"F off."
Yeah.
I mean,
Well, 'cause
like,
she thought
yeah,
he
but
was
how
work-
far can
she,
they go?
She even says like you're working for the TVA now. Like she didn't want anything to do with him then, but now that he's not, and he hopped through the portal, clearly he's not aligned with the TVA anymore. Because I mean, she does make a statement like, "No, you're with the TVA" or something like that. I don't remember what she says, but she does acknowledge. that
Lavelle
he's
though,
with
she's
the
not.
TVA.
She's not. She. I don't think she is committing murder and chaos. The TVA is murdering like. If
Well,
you want
no,
to, if you're
she
considering
is.
the timeline.
We've only
thing.
seen her kill the TVA, and if they're
Oh well, okay,
not
yes,
good
those,
people,
yes, those.
Yeah,
yeah.
she is.
But if they're not good people,
she did in the first
I-
scene. I don't know.
I was
Right.
making. I was thinking of the timeline thing.
Yeah.
She's trying to. She's trying to. Yeah. She views them as evil, right? I think.
Right, I get
They're,
that.
They're dead.
Right.
But
but she,
The
I mean,
TVA prunes like everything they don't like every single day. As Jenny points out, your queen, Lavelle, bow down to your queen. That is a huge ethics problem. That they're just like
Right.
mass destroying everything.
Also, it's Loki we're talking about. Like, yes, even if her motives are correct, she's still mischievous and probably has done some more gray area things to get what she wants, you know? I'm not saying that's the right way to be. I'm just saying that's how Loki has been shown
Yeah,
to
definitely anti-heroes here.
be.
Definitely
Yeah,
anti-heroes.
for sure.
Yeah, I mean, obviously there's a gray line between like pretty much everybody in the show so far, but it's like I don't know.
I just think we follow Loki and Lady Loki as like the mains for the rest of the show,
No, I don't agree with that.
with Mobius is tagging along.
I don't agree. I don't think Lady Loki is like gonna be protagonist in this.
She might.
I don't know.
It seems like a pretty obvious
I don't see Loki and Loki working together. It just doesn't make sense due to both of their characters. They're gonna backstab each other eventually, so it's like what?
Yes, they are, Hustle Mando. Yes, they are. And that scene from the trailer, isn't that Loki and Lady Loki sitting together on the planet? Yes, it is.
Sitting together?
Yeah, in the trailer, it looks like people were like, "Oh, it's Nat on Vormir," but it's not.
Oh yeah,
true,
no,
yeah.
Lady Loki.
oh no, yeah, I remember that shot. Yeah, no, I think that's probably how this next episode's gonna
Yeah.
open. But anyways,
I mean, to play devil's advocate, just on Johnny's side, I guess.
devil's advocate. What are you saying, devil's advocate?
You're a
Shut
TVA
up!
spy, Johnny.
No,
You're a
no, I
TVA
don't
spy.
accept
I think
that.
you're dead wrong.
To play Mephisto's advocate.
Oh my god.
I guess maybe Loki
Just a
could if Lady Loki is evil, even more evil than our Loki is. I can see him having a conversation here and being like, okay, I got to get the TVA to step in at one point, and that's like his breaking point between being gray area to being good boy, you know. And if the TVA is good, but I just think, yeah, like what Levi's been saying, that there's like they explicitly say like this is propaganda, like they're not trying to be subtle with that, and like just all the imagery, even the sound design we've gotten with the TVA, like they're sus, and just whatever that, like whoever that was that female TVA soldier that was like going crazy. She's like,
Yeah,
I've seen
C-20.
the. Yes.
Yeah,
What does she say again?
She says like
part?
I can pull it up. She's like
It's
it's
real,
real.
it's
She's
yeah.
saying it's real. Like I
Oh,
think she's
right.
seeing her what she was, like her
Right.
dreams or like I mean,
Yeah.
it's like a fives and or not fives, but like Tup and
Yeah, I get
like
what you're
Clone
saying.
Wars, like the nightmares, the dreams, they're finally over. Like she's
Like
got the chip, and it's like it's
Exactly.
going off, and she's like it's real. It's like what? Well, she's losing it. Like what's happening?
Well, do you know something we can all agree on? Casey. I love Casey, man.
He was in this episode, yeah.
Yeah. So he took his juice box or his water or whatever and he poured it on a salad.
Casey
Let's talk
was
about-
in Mando. The actor was in Mando.
Really?
Yep. He was
Yeah,
in
he was in
Cara
Sorgan.
Dune episode.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
All right.
One of you should pull up the Bad Batch titles so we can talk about that. That's a good.
Can
Is
you
is
pull it up?
Is there titles? Oh yeah, you
Yeah.
can just screen share it.
Yeah. All right. Well, let me try to think if there's anything else from Loki that really stood out to me.
Lavelle
Yeah.
says
I
you
mean,
deserve
everything
a
in
cookie.
Rocksmart was really cool.
Do you have cookies?
Hmm?
Lavelle says you deserve a cookie.
Thanks, Lavelle.
Do you have cookies?
Send me one. No, send me one over.
You sure? Can you
Send
check?
send me some cookies, Lavelle. Anyways, yeah, it was a good episode. Yeah, I actually really I like Mobius and Loki's relationship a lot.
Yeah.
Their dynamic is really good, and I love Owen Wilson and everything. So,
Right after
I'm an Owen Wilson purist
Wow.
or a fan.
Wow.
Wow.
I like how he
Wow.
basically said like, what's it called? Jet skis are like the reason to live. Like, why we
we
keep
better
living.
get we
That's
better
why
get
he's in
a
the '90s, man. He's got
Yeah,
a weird
definitely.
'90s connection. He's like a guy from the '90s.
we better get a jet ski scene with him. God damn, I
Oh,
swear
yeah.
to God,
We'll-
if we don't,
we'll get a.
I'm gonna be pissed.
So
But
do you
yeah,
want to
no.
jump into these titles?
Do
Yeah,
it,
but
man.
like one more thing I just want to talk about, like for the future of the show. He will be jumping to all these timelines for sure, because obviously there's like just so many shots on so many different locations and planets, and definitely there's timelines and all that stuff. So it's gonna be really interesting. But I think it's to stop it. But again, I could be wrong. So anyways, that's all. I'll
Hayden
say.
brings up a good point. C20 could be talking about the multiverse, like the different timelines, and being like they're real.
It's
Like,
real. It's real.
'cause
Yeah,
they've
I
been-
think
Right.
either way you read that C20 scene,
It's still
the fact
messed
that-
up.
Yeah, the fact that she's like revealing something.
Yeah, there's
about
something. There's
Something is
something there,
wrong.
for
Like something is
sure.
inherently wrong.
Not denying that for sure. Oh my,
Right.
yes, for sure. But
I don't know. I think I could see it go the path you're talking about if it's revealed that having a multiverse actually is like destructive to all.
I think the multiverse is already a thing though, and they're just hiding it.
Right. Then we're all saying the same thing.
What do you mean?
What do you mean? What do I mean?
Well, then in that case, then what the hell are you talking about? If you believe it's real, then what?
What? How are you confused? I hate when he does this. What do you mean?
What do you mean? If you believe that the multiverse already exists,
Right.
then what the hell is the TVA doing? Or claiming to do? Their whole thing is that there's only
Well,
one.
actually, okay. I don't know about the multiverse. The multiverse, yeah. I guess I gotta think about it. Yeah, it's confusing. It's confusing. It's
It's
confusing.
meant to be confusing. That is fair.
It is.
Okay.
And the show it wants you to ask more questions than answers.
So let
It is-
me get back to you on it. I guess. Well,
He'll text
Because
you
if
later.
the multiverse, because I was talking to some other people about, like I brought up the example of Doctor Strange using the Time Stone to see the 14 million different
Yeah.
realities, and I'm like, what is that? Like, are those
Right.
are those paths in time? Like, is he seeing those? Like, because he's like seeing his actions. I'm like,
yeah.
how does that work? And that was the whole thing. Like, isn't each one of those its own
A
path?
multiverse? You mean? He's like.
Well,
to-
not even just
to
a
do
mu-
that.
not
He
even
looks
just a-
into the multiverse.
Not even just it maybe,
Like the
but like not even the
butterfly effect,
multiverse.
just
Like
different, like-
he's like every time he uses the time stone to see another one of those 14 million realities, and he's
Right.
like going down a path of this is what the choice is. Like,
Yeah.
isn't that a potential another timeline? That's the way I
Exactly.
read that scene. But
Yeah. Oh no! Yes.
I don't know.
Right.
That's just the way I saw it.
Yes, that is. Yes, that is another
Um,
timeline that could happen. Yes.
Right. But according to the TVA, there should only be.
There's just to be one.
Yeah. So he
And
wouldn't
so
be. So that if the TVA was correct, then he wouldn't be seeing anything.
I just need to see how
Maybe.
different
I don't know.
each of the timelines are, because if Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield are going to be in No Way Home, it just doesn't make sense to me right now. So
That's fair.
they're just completely different like universes.
Yeah.
They're different.
Well,
they're different multiverses. Exactly.
well, yeah, I think
They're
each
different
multiverse
timelines.
has their own timeline, and then I think once it breaches that red line, I think it makes a connection in some
To
Yeah,
way
another
think-
multiverse? To another
to one of the
universe?
older multiverses.
Well, the whole verse thing. I view each different timeline as its own verse.
See, I don't.
That's an interesting distinction. Why? I want to move on to Bad Batch chat, but why?
I think this is interesting, but yeah, we can move on if you want to.
No. I was telling you, I want to finish this conversation first. Why?
Yes.
Why do you not like? Why is?
I don't know. I
It's
mean, the
to me,
multiverse is not
each-
explained that way in the comics. That's really why. So
But how is it different from the time? Well, in the
the
comics,
time-
in the
time
comics,
doesn't
it's
really-
more like in
time
comics,
doesn't
it's
really
more
have
like
to do with
dimensions.
multiverse. Yeah. Time doesn't really have to do with multiverse.
Yeah, I'm trying to.
in the comics.
But in
Yeah.
reality, like in the MCU, which
In
is
reality.
well, yeah, I mean, in like the
Yeah.
version we're going with right now,
Right, no, I
I
know
feel
what
like
you're
I feel like each time, like the timeline could split. Like this Peter Parker is this person, the spider bites this person in this timeline. Like, aren't those
Yeah.
different verses?
But they're all Peter Parker, but yeah.
Like, aren't those all like different verses? Like,
well, that's why.
Yeah.
See, I guess I'm kind of in the middle ground because I think each multiverse can have their own timelines. I don't think a timeline branching off makes its own multiverse.
Whoa,
Yeah,
this is confusing.
That's
Yeah.
okay. So the red line is a breach into another multiverse. That's what I think it is.
But even
Maybe.
then, that's already a timeline. Very
It's
confusing.
a timeline, but I don't think it's a multiverse.
We'll see.
It's a
But then
variant
you think
timeline.
so you think the multiverse?
I think
already
there's a difference
exists.
between the multiverse and a variant timeline.
Yeah.
This
If
is
that
very
makes
confusing.
sense.
It's
Does that make
either-
sense?
either-
Does that make
It
sense?
does make
though?
sense. Either way, I
Okay.
think it's all nonsense from the TVA. I think it's
Well-
all
Yeah. No, I think
Yes.
TVA don't know. TVA knows what they're talking about, but they're hiding it for some.
They're
they
hiding.
want-
Yes, they're hiding stuff for sure. 100%. Obviously, we just
we're
saw that in this
expanding-
episode.
We're expanding your brain here.
Well, yeah, I mean, even like we said this earlier, but like Loki says, not everything that's good is bad. Not everything that bad is or fully good. Not everything that's bad is fully bad.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
there could be gray areas on both sides. Like the TVA
Gray
might think
Jedi
they're
in
doing
Loki.
good.
Hey, Jedi.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a Star Wars multiverse. Oh my god. Star Wars never do multiverse, or I will
That would-
stop.
Don't do it.
that would
I will
break
just-
my brain.
I will just stop.
I'll,
I will just stop.
I'll make Kathleen Clenny clickbait videos.
Kathleen Clenny.
Kathleen
Kathleen Clenny.
Kathleen Clenny. All right, let's talk
Clenny.
about Star Wars. All right,
Yeah.
So anyway, Bad Batch.
Loki was
everybody.
good.
Brad.
Glad Loki was good. Glad she
Brad
stuck around.
Batch.
The Brad Batch, but four guys named Brad.
I'm
So
gonna give hashtag Team Levi and Dylan or hashtag Team Johnny to see who
What
wins.
does that mean? Whoa, hold on. What are you
that's
saying?
TVA spy over here.
Whatever,
TVA.
dude.
TVA
Man.
psyop.
I don't need all this.
All right.
Whatever.
So tomorrow we get episode 8, which is the mid-season point. We have 16 episodes this season.
Yeah, two-parter.
The next episode is episode 9. That's still in June, but we just got all of the July episode titles from an official Disney press release.
So how many episodes to
July stuff
what
coming.
episode have we gotten?
we have episodes 10 through 14. We have the
Okay.
names.
Heck yeah.
Cool.
So on July 2nd, we have episode 10, which is called Common Ground. Do you want me to
Okay.
just list all of them, or
Is there a description
Oh, my
attached to them or just the title?
there's no description, just the
Okay.
titles?
Okay.
But there's some juicy ones.
Wait, go. Let's start episode 10.
Okay.
Yeah. Go
So,
Common Ground.
well,
I
no,
think
wait,
this is.
wait. Tell me 9. What's
We
9?
don't know 9.
We don't know 9, but we know 10.
We don't know 8 or 9. That's what I'm saying, because this is a
Ah.
release for the July.
That's kind of
July
hard to.
episodes.
Common ground. Okay.
Well, I think we can say for sure though. I think I can suss it out a little bit, because we know the tomorrow's is Braca Part 2.
Yeah.
Crosshair.
Right.
Episode 9 is probably Raxus, because that's in the trailer.
Right.
So they're doing some separatist stuff. So you're involved with the separatists, former separatists. So
Mm,
common ground to
you
me
don't
is
think
like
that- That maybe
that-
sounds like common ground. Braxis.
well, no, I don't think it is, because it's 10. Like maybe. Oh, do you think there's an episode in between
Yeah.
Braca and
Yes.
maybe? I think
Very
Raxus.
good.
I think that
two-part.
would sound interesting, because like maybe the clones would kind of, because they kind of did that in Rebels like a little bit, and like the obviously the droids and Rex, like they
This would
kinda
be
work together.
more immediate, like literal,
Right.
like it's the separatist.
Yeah,
council, like,
yeah. But
fleeing from the
I
Empire.
think actually that
Yeah,
that
why
could
don't
be
you
that
list
could be
them all
interesting.
off
But yeah,
really
go to 11. What do we? I want to go one by one if that's okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
What's
we
11?
have episode 11, Devil's Deal. I'm like,
Whoa.
Ooh.
The
I'm like-
Devils in Star Wars.
no, I go like, is that Dryden Voss? Is that Darth
Yeah,
Maul?
yeah,
I'm
it's
like,
that
Devil's
Maul.
Deal. I'm like,
Devil's
come
Deal.
on.
Oh, what? I mean, you're like thinking of Maul though.
Exactly. I'm like,
Yeah.
the Devil's
And Crimson
Deal.
Dawn would make sense too.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Crimson
That'd
Dawn
be
makes
really
sense.
cool.
Like, who's the devil in Star Wars. Like, you're either dealing with the Empire, you're dealing with bad folk.
No, that's
Yeah,
Maul.
yeah,
I
no
think
one
a
good,
Maul.
no one
Maul is
good.
literally the devil to me in Star Wars.
It's pretty
We'll see.
sus.
That's pretty interesting, actually, because that could be like an end of episode 10, like kind of little end scene, and then we get Maul and picks up in 11. I don't know. That could be interesting. That would be really cool. 'Cause
It's sus.
I want more. Oh, dude, imagine like the Solo costume, but in Clone Wars animation style. That looks so
That'd be
sick.
Nice. It'd
That's
be
like my
nice.
favorite. That's my favorite Maul costume.
So yeah,
Anyways.
Devil's Deal. Devil's Deal.
Okay.
So
Devil's
then,
Deal.
then 12.
Yeah. What if? Hold on. Sorry. What if Maul hires the Bad Batch for Crimson
Yeah,
Dawn?
that's what I'm
Yeah.
saying.
Yeah.
Okay.
Round of applause. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Woo! I love that. That'd be really cool.
That was nice.
Yeah, that'd be really cool.
We're going Knights of Ren for Star Wars talk.
Why? It's not
we got-
even correct. Whatever.
But with Star Wars, I was just like, Star Wars talk. What do you mean? We're going.
Oh, right, because you had a Loki picture. That's right.
Yeah, I
Why
had a
don't you
Lo-
show your background? Your background's good.
But your background's good. I don't know. I like the
Oh,
Zoom
so
backgrounds. I mean, it's like
I like your background.
I like your
I
background.
like that. Yeah.
But you don't have to.
You need a
I
green screen.
I was just saying you don't have to do it.
Yeah.
Dylan and I are gonna
geez,
get
okay,
a green
disrupt
screen.
disrupt the flow. Disrupt the flow
We're
more.
gonna try it.
Go on.
Whatever.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Well, you'll like this one. Episode 12, July 16th. Rescue on Ryloth.
Ooh.
That's pretty on
Ryloth.
the nose.
So
What's going
Champs
on
and
Ryloth?
Champs and Dula, Harris and Dula, like they're there right now. Like we could get a young Hera.
Oh shoot.
So-
Wait.
Some Cham, definitely Cham, like almost certainly. Cham.
Yeah, for sure. There's. Ooh. Ooh.
Rescue
I'm
on
trying to think.
Ryloth.
What do you think? Have you had any ideas?
I mean, someone in the chat earlier in the KRT chat was like, "Let's get a Numa and Waxer reunion." And
Yes,
I was like,
dude.
I was just like crying. I was like,
Dude. Yes.
What
please.
depressing thing? Or seeing like Numa again try to talk to
Oh,
a clone
on
and they just don't care
Ryloth.
because
What
they have
could
no
they do?
feelings. I was like, that's the most depressing thing.
Ryloth,
What could they do
eh?
on Ryloth? Maybe. Okay, yeah. Maybe they deny Maul and then they go to Ryloth.
They
I
needed
don't
the
know.
help from
Anyways.
the Twi'leks.
Still, it's very specific, and that's like
Yeah.
almost
Yeah.
certainly Champs and Dula, right?
That's
I mean,
100% on Ryloth.
100%.
Yeah. If it's,
Well,
I would
yeah.
be very. I'd put money
Yeah.
on it.
What if they were not on Ryloth in that episode and were just like the random?
That'd be
title?
wild.
Wait, I'm sorry. Where did these titles come from?
The Disney official PR release for
Okay.
that
All right. I was
Levi's,
just
stuff
checking.
coming-
Levi's head.
stuff
It's all
coming to Disney.
speculation.
It's this. So the way they do it is like, here's the stuff coming to Disney Plus for July.
Yeah.
Usually they don't do the specifics when it's like a premiere of the show because they don't want to spoil stuff.
Yeah. And
But when
wasn't-
you're like,
Yeah.
when you got long shows like that, they just post like a big list of everything coming to Disney Plus, and like so
Mm.
it has the episode. It had the episode title.
Okay. Cool. Wasn't there a Visions trailer date too?
Or
Yeah,
at
well,
least a
we-
Or
teaser.
was that
we can-
leaked?
we can get
we'll,
to that.
We'll go after.
Nope,
we'll go after
that wasn't a leak. Just to clarify, that was on StarWars.com.
Oh,
They
okay.
said
Perfect.
July 3rd. July 3rd is the Visions trailer.
That's interesting that they'd announced like an
Anime
official trailer
Expo
like that.
book.
All right. Anyways.
It's really cool. That said Anime Expo. Like that's awesome.
Yeah, yeah.
That it's
Oh,
going,
it
they're going
is?
full on anime.
Yeah.
Oh, that's very
They're
cool.
Let's,
really
we can get into that.
I know. Yeah.
Okay.
Well, yeah. Sorry. I just thought about that.
So the
Go ahead.
23rd,
Yeah.
episode 13, Infested. Not a lot to go off there.
Mm,
Sounds like
Blue Shadow. Blue Shadow
The Blue
comes
Shadow
back-
virus
comes back.
Yeah.
Comes back, could you imagine?
Doctor Nuvo Vindi.
Or the
Oh.
what are the
Vinci,
what are the brain worms from that episode?
I don't think it's gonna be the.
I'm just thinking of infections in Star Wars.
Infested.
don't know.
I think that sounds like a filler episode to me.
Yeah.
Noah said that earlier. I think that sounds like the Havoc.
Someone's
Marauders
sick. Like someone's sick. Definitely on the ship and like
Testive. But
that-
no more infections
The
and
fetch
diseases in Star
Yeah,
Wars. I
we're
need a
over
break from that in real life. So.
but July 30th, episode 14, the third to last episode.
Is this the best title you saw so far?
War Mantle. So I'm into that.
That's cool.
Oh, okay.
It's
Let's
just
do it.
called War Mantle.
Go back
which
to
is the-
Camino.
which is the project.
Camino
Like, I
Uprising?
think we see stormtroopers in that episode. Like,
Camino Uprising though.
no, I just think
Not
I think that's
yet.
the episode we see like actual stormtroopers, like
Yeah.
in the new armor.
Wait, what's it called? War what?
War Mantle.
War Mantle,
Which
like
is
the
what
project.
which is what we hear
Project.
in,
Oh,
on Scarif.
that's
But
right.
it's on Scarif, but it's earlier in this show. It's Admiral
Right.
Rampart's project.
Oh,
War
shit.
Mantle.
Shoot, I meant.
You can't take it
Wait,
back
War
now.
Mantle. Okay.
Yeah,
Wait,
I think-
I
I
don't.
think-
I
I
don't
think
really
we get
recall what it
stormtroopers.
is.
Well,
It's-
remember, War Mantle is right now is the Elite Squad program where the
Oh, right.
Crosshair is training
Right.
recruits, and so I think War Mantle, the final implementation is full on
Stormtroopers.
conscript
Just what we see in
stormtrooper
the
army.
Imperial. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and so I think we see
Okay.
stormtroopers for the first time in that episode. I mean,
Oh.
definitely the most
Okay.
evocative of the title is Devil's Deal, because you definitely think Maul.
Dude.
I think Common Ground has some. I think separatists. They're working with separatists that the Republic. They used to be against each other. Now they have to come against the Empire. Common Ground.
Right.
Ryloth is obviously interesting, but for
Yeah.
me, War Mantle, I'm like, okay, we see not only Rampart in that episode. I think we see Imperial Star Destroyers. We know that from
Yeah.
the packaging. His packaging, we see the Imperial Star Destroyer on it on the Black Series box.
The Rampart
I think
box.
I think by the end of the season, we're seeing like full on empires.
Oh yeah, I mean that would make sense. Obviously.
I think
Just
that
the
would be. I think that would be
transition.
cool.
Let's do it.
Same here.
Let's see it. Do you think
Okay.
that's a Crosshair focused episode,
like
Maybe.
like,
just him.
or just him and Rampart and what's going on over there?
Maybe. I wouldn't say why not.
I mean, if
think
we're
the-
gonna see, I mean, we'll at least get his perspective during that episode to see.
Right.
Like, them
Oh
rolling
shoot!
out
Yeah, we
some
haven't
pieces
gotten
and stuff.
Rampart in a minute,
We have
which is
not.
odd. I feel like we'll probably see him.
He hasn't been in the show since episode 4.
4. Yeah.
Yeah.
And
He was
2.
on-
Oh, we saw him in 2,
So,
right? Or in the
He was
hologram.
he was actually in 2 and 3. He was in a hologram in 2. He was present
Hologram?
in 3,
Right.
and then a
In
hologram
3.
again in 4.
Right.
Was that the
Right.
last title that we?
That was
know
it,
of?
right? It was just 4 of them, right?
Yeah, we got it's 5. Common Ground, Devil's Deal, Rescue on
Right.
Ryloth, Infested, War Mantle.
Well,
So, do you think we'll see any more Camino?
Which sound pretty
and
interesting.
yeah.
And Camino and Rampart in the next episode, and he's like, "All right, go to."
Honestly,
Baraka."
no.
Or do you
Well,
think
no,
we
'cause I
jump
think-
straight in from?
Oh, maybe.
Well, no, I think
Yeah.
I think we'll check in on Crosshair.
Yeah,
and then
but
he'll leave.
do you think we'll get his briefing, or do you think he'll
yeah,
just jump
yeah,
in
yeah,
on Baraka?
I know what Dylan's saying. I think it might be like a cold open where the Bad Batch,
Crosshairs.
excuse me,
just
are doing
comes after
something,
them
and
on
then they show up.
Right.
But I could see also the
I
briefing.
could see
like,
either
we
one.
just got word. We just got word, and
What's
that's
the
where you
chat
could
saying?
see Rampart.
Common Ground, Bad Batch, and all right. So Aiden says about Common Ground: Bad Batch and Fennec have to work to get Omega back. Deal with the devil. Bad Batch make a deal with the Kaminoans. Okay.
Ooh, I
I
forgot
actually
Fennec was
really
even a
like. I
thing
really
in
like
show.
the Fennec thing because we know that
Yeah.
Fennec
Yeah,
is
I
going to show
forgot
more.
about Fennec. Yeah.
I forgot
And
all
Common
about
Ground.
her.
Common
Yeah.
Ground. Oh, that would be really good.
Watch the
OSA
show again.
says,
Watch the show again. I
the
don't
devil-
mean that like. I mean that. I'm not saying that jokingly. Like I watched back all the episodes before last week's, and
Yeah.
there's a lot of stuff there. Like,
All right.
I don't know. Check it
The
out.
devil episode might be about Crosshair, considering he has no control of his own actions with the chip. Yeah, that's true too. Yeah, the devil thing can be kind of metaphorical too.
Yeah, I don't. And more though, after reading those episodes titles, I don't think we're doing the Camino Uprising.
Well,
I
I
don't
mean,
think that's happening.
Maybe
I think
not
that
this
I think that
season.
it seems like a finale thing, no?
Just of the whole show,
Yeah.
Well,
of season 1, or do you mean like of the
Season
series
1.
finale? I don't know.
Hmm.
yeah, I mean,
Or maybe
I
the
think
whole
this-
show. I don't know.
I think this season's gonna be about getting Crosshair back. That's
All
just me.
Brent says, I still doubt we're in a stage that we shall be seeing the Battle of Camino. Oh, okay. If it does happen, I still think that it will be a series finally. A finale.
yeah,
A
I
story to
agree.
end it all.
I think
The full
we
story.
need a little more time for the
Um,
clones to want a reason to uprise, anyways. Like, I
Alice-
feel like it'd be a little too
That's
early.
true.
Alice saying the Devil episode might be about Crosshair. Considering
I
he's gonna
said that.
control
I
his
just said
own
that.
actions.
I just said that. I just read it.
Did you just?
I read them all.
Oh, we read 'em.
Oh,
didn't
well.
hear me?
Anyway.
Okay.
No, I didn't. I heard Brent and Aiden. I didn't hear you say Alice. Anyway, I don't. That's my
did.
bad. I was reading the Reddit. Sorry about that. I don't think though that Crosshair is bad enough. I think Crosshair is bad, but I still think they want to get him back. I don't think he warrants the devil status.
Yeah, well,
Like,
no,
yeah.
I was saying that. I mean,
Devil is
obviously
like
it's more of a
that-
metaphorical title, but yeah, I don't know.
Oh,
I don't know.
okay, yeah. I heard you in the back of my head saying that. I just think devil is like
I think that's just.
it's got to be a
somebody-
bad. It's got
Yeah.
to be a bad person.
It's
I
a
don't
bad
think
Or it could be
motherfucker.
Crosshair
like
needs that.
the Empire embodied, or something like
Yeah.
that. But like,
Yeah,
even
yeah.
then-
I
Even
don't
then,
know,
it's
the
too
mall.
early for them to
Yeah,
be
I mean, like,
talking
I don't know.
to
I guess
Empire.
that's just my Star Wars brain going to mall, but I don't know. I mean,
Unless
that just seems like it
Crosshair gets Omega or whatever, and they're like, all right, we have to make
Omega.
some deal with the Empire or something like that.
Yeah, I don't know. It's
They-
just like
Palpatine
I don't
himself
want them to
could
do
the
like
devil.
a Grogu thing again.
Right. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, not that it's like
There's
already
enough
close,
there
but
for
like
it to be
there's some.
different, but it's definitely treading
Yeah.
on like it could just fall into it. They get the Empire specifically.
Yeah, there's more to it
steals the
obviously, but
kid
there
that
is
they're
those.
looking for, and
yeah.
then they-
There is those elements.
right.
Aiden says, deal with the devil could mean taking out Crosshair if he is too far gone, not a
taking
transaction.
him out.
Taking him
Yeah.
out, I don't think so. I think the clones have some heart, and I don't think they're just.
The episode's
gonna kill
called Devil's
Crosshair.
Deal. Devil's
Yeah.
Deal.
I don't know. I don't agree with that. I mean,
So does
again,
that mean the deal
that'd be really
is
shocking. But
or the devil is proposing the
Proposing. Yeah, I think
Mephisto
someone
is in
proposing
Star
them the
Wars.
deal.
Yeah.
deal? Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. It's going. Melissa A says it's going to be, like the freaking Lion King. Wrecker is going to dive, saving Omega from Crosshair, and then Crosshair is going to be redeemed, and Omega is going to make him, Wile again.
I think they are kind of
Probably whole.
Whole again. Whole again. Yeah, yeah.
Wrecker and Omega are definitely gonna have more big moments together because they're definitely setting them up as kind of like, I don't know, just a very.
They're the gang. They're the pair.
Yeah.
You got
Yeah.
Tech and Echo. You got Omega and Wrecker.
And Crosshair,
Omega and
I
Wrecker.
guess.
I think Omega and
But
Hunter. Oh.
I think if
Hunter and
anyone's
Crosshair, I
to
guess.
sacrifice themselves, it would be Wrecker. They wouldn't do Hunter. 'cause
Hunter's
he's,
Hunter's
like,
just the
main-
leader. Hunter's
Yeah,
like connected with
exactly.
everyone. He's the leader.
Yeah,
He's
yeah,
got
yeah.
everything.
But it would. I think what they're kind of setting up here, if there is going to be a sacrifice, it's going to be Wrecker. It wouldn't be Hunter just because he's too much of the main Bad Batch. He's like the main. I guess he's the. If there was to be a main character, I think it would be him and Omega probably.
Yeah. Well, and before we wrap up here, if we're starting to get it, we're over an hour. I do want to talk about Visions, and I love the
Yes,
fact that they
please.
are revealing the show at Anime Expo, and the fact that they're
Yes.
going full
That's really
on with
cool.
the anime.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
that's super cool to me that they're like really committing to this as an anime, and that makes me even more confident and excited
Yeah.
in the quality
Definitely,
of the anime. That
Very, very exciting. Yeah,
Yeah.
I actually had no idea.
I mean,
until
the
you
Anime
guys said
Expo
that.
is where like the biggest
Where
of the
anime
big
is.
anime is. Yeah, I would hope so anyway.
Yeah,
Um,
that's cool.
So that means we are getting legit
Footage.
legit footage and legit.
It's gonna be legit anime?
What's it called? I mean, just like legit studios and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean,
sure.
if you didn't already I could totally see them using like. What's it called? Animation that's kind of like Forces of Destiny and passing it off.
Oh
know?
no,
But no, now
they're
we're-
going
we know we're
hard.
getting
They're going
legit-
hard anime.
legit
I
stuff.
think that was from the start.
I think we'll get the studio announcements on July 3rd.
Yeah.
I
Oh
think
my
that's what
god,
we
it's gonna be
get.
cool. They're gonna like.
Who
line
is
them all
doing
up.
the?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's gonna be
Yes,
awesome.
yes, and we'll get a. I think they said a little bit of footage. I don't know.
I
if we're
would.
getting a
I would
full
think
trailer.
so. Yeah. What was
I'll read
in the,
the article.
release? Yeah. What,
Yeah,
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 what was
go
in the
ahead.
release?
It just says before the series debuts on Disney Plus later this year.
Does that mean we're getting
They-
it kind of soon? Do you think? If it is a full trailer.
Far for Anime for Life. It just.
Well, it's
it
gonna be
says-
after Bad Batch.
It says they're giving us a sneak preview. Get a
Sneak
sneak
preview.
peek. Get a sneak peek at the animated anthology from renowned anime creators and storytellers during a virtual.
All right, so that doesn't
So that sounds
suggest
like a
a full
clip
trailer
almost.
to me then. Or
Well, no, they call previews and teasers like
It's
those
true.
are trailers these days.
Yeah, they're
yeah, I guess.
Honestly, I think the word sneak peek is broader because I think they're gonna give us footage and also
yeah.
it's a panel, right? So they're gonna have they're gonna talk.
Oh, true. Yeah, yeah.
So that's like
right.
honestly that's more
Oh, okay,
information
cool.
than just from a normal trailer.
Yeah. So we'll definitely get footage, maybe some images, like some
Dude,
stills.
lightsabers and anime
So-
is gonna be so sick. Dude, I cannot
For
wait
the
to see.
for the
We'll
first
get some
time
plot details,
for the
hopefully.
first time we know the executive producers.
Oh, okay.
So I'm gonna do some research about them, and then Cubic Pictures. I don't know who they are.
They don't ring a
Code-
Anime studio is that an,
Or those are producers, right?
or those
And
producers?
producer Kanako Shirasaki, which I don't know who that is, but I'm gonna look up these folk. Cubic Pictures is a. Let's go to Cubic Pictures
Brent,
Twitter.
yes, I think I know what you're talking about.
Is a New York Tokyo-based
I hope
production
they work
company
on it.
specializing in making anime for global streaming platforms.
Oh,
Oh, all right.
There
Well,
you
that
go.
fits pretty well.
that makes sense. That adds up. I would say.
So that's cool.
yeah.
That they're there.
I'm looking forward to Visions a lot. I know it's gonna be
I'm
good.
actually very, very excited for Visions.
I can't remember. Did they say like how long the episodes are gonna be? Like exact?
I think
or
they're
not
gonna
exactly,
vary.
but like they're gonna vary. Like
They're
you
gonna
think
vary.
an hour or a half
Yeah,
an hour?
considering it's gonna be kind of anthology.
I
I think
more.
closer-
I think it could be anywhere from like 15 minutes to 40 minutes.
yeah.
Really? Okay.
So some of them are going to be shorts. I
Yeah.
think. Well, no, because Kathleen did say short films.
Right. So that I mean,
So that
honestly,
could be
well,
like
short
half an
films
hour to an
depends
hour,
too, though.
right?
But now it just says they did change. Yeah, now it says Lucasfilm Star Wars Visions is an upcoming anthology of animated shorts celebrating Star Wars through the lens of the world's
Oh.
best anime
Well,
creators.
shorts then could be like 15 minutes. Do you think it all comes out at once, or do you think it's weekly?
It used to be weekly for sure.
Weekly.
It used to be short films. I'm gonna look at the
Right.
press release from.
Because shorts kind of makes me think like 10 to 15 to 20 minute like.
Oh, I mean, like okay, so normally
listen to this.
a
It used
short
to-
film
it
was
used to be
40
called-
minutes.
It used to be
or
called.
under.
This is what Kathleen said. Star Wars Visions will be a series of animated, short films. So
So yeah, that's 40 minutes or less, basically, which is good.
I don't know.
Right.
So, I mean, yeah, I'm gonna guess in the half an hour to 40-minute range.
Yeah, hopefully. That's
Or
what
I guess yeah for I don't know. I just feel
Yeah,
like
I think 15 to 45.
but I don't know. I feel like they wouldn't do like, okay, you guys waited a week. Here's 15 minutes of content.
Well, that's why if they are shorts, and when I think shorts, like shorts and short films give me different like
Short film
vibes.
says something
like a
different.
short to me is 15 minutes. If it is just like 15-minute stuff, I think it would be all at once. But because no one wants to wait a week for a 10-minute thing, you know.
Well, they're not connected, so I think people will wait. They're not. It's just like a gift.
Yeah,
a
no.
little gift
Yeah.
of new.
But
content.
that even makes me think even more that they would put them all on at once if they're not considering they're not connected.
I think no way. There's no way.
It just depends how short they are, in my opinion.
It's
Yeah.
Disney Plus. Like they want to stretch
That's
out
true.
your subscription.
Yeah, I guess they
That's
don't
true.
have a precedent of doing
I
that.
don't, I don't think it's gonna be like 15 minutes.
The only other
Maybe more
news
like half
that's
an hour
been
Will be
coming
longer.
around
to me.
is the Inquisitor show and the Bears thing, and truthfully, I believe neither rumor.
Yeah,
So
what?
So I don't
I've seen
particularly
everybody
want
has
to talk
been
about
talking
it.
about it.
Um,
I mean, I'd be interested to talk about it, but I mean, like,
Yeah, I don't know.
like
What,
we're
what's
coming.
the
I feel like we're
source?
coming to the end of the show here.
we can
We're,
still we can talk about it quick. I don't know. I mean, obviously, Barris, I would love to see her in live action again. Like that would be insane, and especially.
So
if
the
it's an
source,
Ahsoka
the
show.
source for the source for the Bears thing is the Illuminati. They're claiming
Right.
that they put out a casting call for
How
people.
reputable are they? Because I know I've heard them before.
Marvel
but they're
Leaks has them
so-so.
at a tier 3. That sometimes they get stuff right, sometimes they get stuff wrong.
Yeah, so they're
But-
so-so, I think.
So
They're
consider
so-so.
speculation.
But that's for Marvel Leaks. They don't usually
Right.
do Star Wars.
Yeah,
And in this case, it's just so clearly wrong because they say that the casting call is for 20 to 30-year-olds Asians for casting, but Barris would be like 40 or 50, and that description is Sabine. Like they're casting Sabine for the Ahsoka show.
Oh!
It's not a
Yeah,
casting
it's-
call.
Yeah,
It's-
wait.
Yeah,
It's just not a casting call for Barris.
Oh well,
It's
that
so-
is
it's-
Sabine. That's
It's
stupid.
so clearly Sabine.
Is that
like,
what people are
it's-
going off of?
Yes, the only information that they
Oh,
like
come
can
on,
verify is
guys.
that it's a casting call
Even
for
I
ages
immediately thought, okay, that's Sabine.
20
Yeah.
to 30 of like Asian descent. It's like that's Sabine. I'm like that's
That's
Sabine.
stupid.
That's
But
not
I would
Barris.
love to see Barris though. Like,
Oh,
don't
yeah,
get me
no
wrong. Like
one's saying
that would
that.
be
Yeah.
freaking insane.
I
But
don't
like,
know what's up with Bears. like,
yeah.
feel like
Didn't
we
she,
don't-
yeah,
we
Alice
don't
is saying,
know.
did she already die? No, we don't know what happened.
Yeah, we
to
don't
her.
know.
no. I
don't know.
always thought maybe she could have became an Inquisitor, but
I thought
probably
that too.
not. We probably would have saw her in Rebels if she was.
She could have been dead by then.
She could have been a
True.
or just like not. I don't know. I mean,
Either way, it doesn't seem like
Yeah, that's-
like, it's
that's-
just-
that's
the,
stupid.
The age doesn't match up
That's-
at all.
that's
Like,
Is
stupid.
that the only reason they thought it could have been Bears? And they're like, yep, Bears.
I think that was like probably.
did
that's
they
their
use-
own
uses
source. They're
evidence.
just saying we've heard from our sources. Yeah,
Yeah.
like this is Barris.
Okay.
And, like,
Well, that could. I mean, that could be two separate things though. That casting call and that.
maybe, and I think they could just have
Right.
their wires crossed.
Right.
But the casting
There's a
call
chance,
is certainly not for Barris.
That is definitely
the age
Sabine,
just,
if it's
the age
yeah.
just doesn't match up.
Yeah.
and it's,
Yeah, she would be older.
That is Sabine.
and like Barris, a lot of people don't know this, but Barris has been in live action before. She was
Right.
in Attack of the Clones.
Yeah.
She meant to be in Revenge of the Sith, but she wasn't.
She was cut out.
She got cut out, but
Yeah.
I'm like 99% sure that the actress wasn't Asian. So
No, she was. I mean, I've looked at the picture. I don't believe
When
she
someone
is.
says trust me, they definitely don't have real sources. Yeah, honestly.
and the other rumor on the street is about this Inquisitor show, and
I
it's
have
from-
no. I literally haven't even heard that.
It's from the hashtag show, and I don't really trust them. Sorry, hashtag
Yeah.
Show.
What
I don't know
reputable
what.
are they?
hashtag
I
show?
have no idea. I don't think they've
The
ever.
hashtag
I don't,
show.
Have they ever had a thing, a leak or a rumor or something?
I don't know, but it didn't even warrant. It didn't even get put up on Star Wars leaks. So
Yeah, I didn't even see. I know. Again,
That
I
would
haven't
be
even seen it.
cool.
Where did?
That
How
would
did
be-
you find it?
That'd be a cool show, I think.
Den of Nerds covered it. This morning,
Josh.
and I
Got it.
I
Yeah.
don't
Did he say what was he like? This is probably true, or was he like, I don't know, guys?
It's interesting to talk about. I mean, I don't know.
don't know. It's interesting. He didn't really say much. He's pretty. I don't know. They think
An
there's
Inquisitor show though, like what could that even?
That could be kind of cool. I mean,
I don't
they could make
know.
a show about anything in Star Wars. It could be about Inquisitor, like just struggling
But like
to live
one
up to
Inquisitor
Darth
or
Vader's
like
or-
the
I
group?
think it's the whole Inquisitorius.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
don't know.
that too.
I don't know if that makes sense.
To me, it's weird. That's
Yeah,
just me though.
that doesn't sound like they would. That doesn't sound right to me.
I
But
don't know. I could totally see it. I mean, sort of like a Trilla type thing, where it's like just a misguided.
yeah, but
like,
just a
Force
show on
well,
that.
but we've gotten the show.
and
Like, we've gotten that story.
story
That's true.
too.
That is true.
I could see like maybe like an anthology, like in each episode is
Right.
is
All
an,
about the
is an Inquisitor.
truthium, not about the hopium.
So
Yeah, right. The truth. Yeah.
but
Trademark that.
anyways, yeah, we can wrap it up there though.
Yeah, I think that's all the stories for today.
That's all the story. That's
yeah,
all the
we had a
news. We
good-
talked
a
Loki.
good Loki discussion. I'm
Excited
I
to see where Loki
can't
goes,
wait to get some
considering
answers.
we
Yeah,
all kind of have different views on it, which is unlike kind of anything we've watched, where we all kind of.
because it's
I
the
feel like
best.
we've
Because
always
it's
agreed.
the best show that's been out so far.
I agree. I
I don't agree with that, but that's just me.
Dude, this show. I don't know what you're.
I think it's the best
show.
MCU.
I love Falcon Winter Soldier,
Top
so
tier.
Falcon. Yeah,
So do
Falcon and
I,
Winter
but
Soldier, close second.
It's like so do I, but the first half of that
It
show
hit-
is
it
pretty
hit me.
generic.
oh
Yeah.
no, I don't agree.
Well,
at
also
all.
Falcon and Winter Soldier.
I think that's a character study for sure. On both.
I don't
of their
disagree.
parts.
I don't
And
disagree.
The themes are so rich in the show. Come on, Levi.
I don't disagree. Falcon and Winter
What's up,
Soldier
Klaus?
Clyde.
is a close second. It's a close
Oh,
second.
yeah.
Just the design, the camera work, the direction in this show, like the actual technical aspects of the way it was made.
I like human stories.
what-
I don't know. That's just my preference. But again, not that
yeah.
Loki
Yes.
isn't, but it's
Well,
like
wait,
it's
understandable.
fantastical.
Yeah, it's a
So-
total preference thing. It's
Yeah.
a total
Yeah.
preference thing.
That's my
I'm a big.
preference,
I'm a fantasy man.
I don't hate Loki whatsoever. I just it's good.
For me, the first two episodes of this compared to the first two episodes of Falcon and Winter Soldier, I like Loki more. But Falcon and Winter Soldier is also a completed project, so we'll have to see. Because I could
We'll see.
next week's episode of Loki could be god awful, and then I'd be like, nope. Falcon and Winter
yeah, the
Soldier's
show
better.
gets ruined.
Yeah.
I don't know.
It could be.
Clyde.
It could be.
I really want to
Alright,
see. I
guys.
really want to see Thorg, which is the frog version of Thor. Anyways, all right.
All right, and with that,
Thor,
yeah,
no way
thank you
home.
for
Who wants to
watching.
close
Thor-
it? Let's
the
close
Thor
it at the
scoop.
same time. Let's try to sync our voices and say the same exact
All
thing.
right.
Ready?
On go. Wait, what are we gonna say?
All right.
Thank you,
everybody,
everybody, for watching
watching
the
stream.
We had
Have
a
a
great
good
time
time
talking to
talking
all of
talking
you.
to all of you.
We hope to see
We
you
hope
next
to see you
week.
next week.
Bye.
Bye.